I'm Rachel Zegler from the movie Spellbound, and this is my coloring book interview. I'm gonna just get started. I am coloring my character Elian with her cute little sidekick Flink. This is, I think, her second costume in the movie, where she usually wears this when she's flying with the Griffins, but she wears it on her adventure with her parents.
What was your first impression of Princess Elian?
I originally signed on to do what's called scratch vocals for the movie. Vicki Jensen, our director, got on the phone with me with our producers and showed me concept art. So it wasn't really her final form. And when they put that first image out, I was really, really happy with how much she looked like me and how much she kind of looked like my sister, because my sister got curly hair. I got straight hair. She got curly hair. So she was very excited that this character looked like her too.
What drew you to playing Elian?
I love her resilience. I feel like growing up as a teenager in Hollywood was really hard. I started doing movies when I was 17 years old. You have to grow up really fast, and that was something that I was able to bring to the table with Elian. But also, you know, throughout the film, she learns that she's not really fine, and it's really, really cool for people to admit that they need help and that they're not okay. I really love that about her, that she figures out how to admit that she needs a little more help than she lets on.
What was it like watching Spellbound for the first time?
I wept like a little baby. I also used to weep like in my recording sessions. I had never gotten to do an animated movie before. When you're working on an animated movie, you don't really get to see a lot during the process. And this was a 5-year process. So I was very, very excited when I finally got to see the finished product.
How do you like to color?
I am an in the lines person. I like colors that make sense, but I have nothing against going outside of the lines or colors that don't make sense. All of it is created equal. There is room for all of that at my coloring table.
What was the first animated film you were obsessed with?
So I grew up obsessed with Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Mostly it was because Belle looked like me. She had long, dark brown hair, and her big ball gown at the end of the movie was yellow, and my favorite color is and was yellow when I was growing up. I loved that her superpower was her brain and her kindness and her ability to see beyond what somebody looked like. And I was also obsessed with the music, which was obviously by Alan Menken, who also did the music for this movie, which was such a pinch me moment for me. It was also the first Broadway show I ever saw. So it kind of made me fall in love with theater and Broadway, which is now my job, which is pretty cool.
What is your favorite musical?
My favorite musical is this musical called Fun Home, which is based off of a graphic novel by an artist named Alison Bechtel. And it was on Broadway. It's composed by Janine Tesori with lyrics by Lisa Kron. And Janine is also a dear friend of mine. The magic of Fun Home and live theater has followed me throughout my life, and it is something I'm so eternally grateful for.
Who are you most excited to work with from the cast?
I have like a genuine starstruck approach to Nathan Lane and to John Lithgow. I'm obsessed with John Lithgow. He's like an icon of stage and screen. We love him in this house. And then Nathan Lane is the voice of Timon from Lion King and also a legend on Broadway.
How do you think kids will enjoy Spellbound?
Kids are gonna love Spellbound. I think they're gonna love Flink. I think they're gonna love Elian. There's so much to laugh at and so much to love and also just so much to learn. I'm just really excited to see kids coloring in the pages, kids playing with the toys, kids singing the songs. It's a labor of love to make an animated movie, to make any movie, which I can speak to. Movies are hard, but art is awesome, and it changes kids' lives. I have been changed for the better by the art that I have consumed that my parents showed me growing up, and I really hope that I get to be a part of kids' lives in that respect, and that it changes their lives for the better. And I'm done! Yay! Yes! She's a sweetie. See what she gets up to on Netflix, November 22nd.